What if I told you there's a much simpler way of melting fat away from your body? And what if I told you the simple answer to that is just walking? And what if simply walking can transform your body? I'll be walking a total number of 20,000 steps a day for the next 7 days and tracking my body to see what actually happens. Would I lose weight? Will my energy levels change? And is this something you could try? I'm going to be starting up by weighing my body now and then weigh my body again and compare and contrast, and also taking pictures of myself and see if anything of significance change. What's up guys, my name is Anthony and welcome to my channel. And my goal here is to document my full body recomposition journey where I try to get as lean as possible, get as jacked as possible without using any steroids or anything. Now we've all heard this before, walking burns fat. Every social media fitness influencer talks about it, every fitness article, every personal trainer swears by it, and I myself struggle with losing fat and getting lean. And this is why I'm putting this to the test. Why maintaining a calorie deficit, of course. Now, with all that said, let's track my current weight. Okay guys, let's do a body check. This is the night before my 20K step walk. Let's see what we're working with. I'm gonna check them out. So, this is currently what I look like. So, the goal of this task is, I expect to see a little bit of a visceral change. Not a lot of my belly fat, because I know the belly fat is much more difficult to burn. And but at least my muscle, my shoulders and my arms, maybe a little bit of my back, on my lats, I should see a little bit of changes, getting a little bit lean in those areas. I really don't mind. And mind you, I'm recording this at 10 p.m. on a Sunday night, so I've had a little bit of food to eat earlier today, so that should go into account. Obviously, my weight, I might gain a little bit of weight because I'm gonna be lifting heavy this entire time, but like I said, I expect to see visceral changes. And by the way, if any of this shit works, if any of this doesn't work and I work 20K steps a day for 7 days and nothing happens and nothing changes, I'm gonna delete this scrap and you guys are not gonna see it anyway. So anyways, right now I'm gonna weigh myself. Okay, I have a scale next to me. I'm gonna try to weigh myself right now. Okay, so now we've seen what I look like viscerally. I'm gonna weigh myself and see how much I weigh. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm currently about 272 pounds. That's a lot. So the goal of this is to lose at least 2 pounds. So hopefully by the 7th day, this should be about 170 or 169. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, like I said, I'm going to be eating a lot of protein, lifting heavy, so I might not actually lose weight. I'm not going to be surprised if I don't lose weight, or in fact, if I even gain a little bit of weight, or if my weight stays the same, because I'm going to be lifting heavy, I might make up how much fat I'm going to lose in muscle mass. So the goal, the primary thing I'm going to be looking for is my body, does my body look physically different than what it is now? So let's take one last look at this and let's get this started. Alright, what's up guys? I just finished my walk for day 1. So far so good. Today it feels pretty easy. I'll say that. To keep myself from getting bored, I just hop on my phone and watch a video or watch Instagram or something. So most of my walks are on the treadmill, which makes tracking my steps actually very tricky. So to solve that problem, I did a lot of math. So I plugged in my height and my step goal into ChatGPT and voila. And based on that, I figured I need to walk about 11 miles per day. So I stopped focusing on the steps, even though I cannot contract that on my Whoop. But I stopped focusing on the steps. I'm said to myself, every day for the next 7 days, I'm gonna walk 11 miles. Now I know what you're thinking, that's a lot, but I plan on breaking it down for most of the day. Mostly I'll do the lion's share in the morning before my work, and then the rest during my lunch break or after work. And I must say, so far so good, it's going pretty well. This is day 2. Oh my god. Alright guys, this is day 3, and I gotta be honest, this was a terrible idea. I mean, first off, I don't sleep well, and also a side note, I have a really terrible sleep. That is something I'm gonna touch on in a future video. And because of my terrible sleep and my schedule is all messed up, I feel drained. I don't have enough energy as I used to. And sometimes after work, I'm mentally drained, and I tell myself, oh my God, I gotta walk for another 4 to 5 miles. It's tiring. So because I spent the last 2 nights walking just to catch up to 11 miles, it makes it pretty hard to do anything else. But the good news is, even though my legs hurts, I can still lift heavy. I can still squat. I can still leg press. And that was my biggest worry, but thankfully, I'm very good at that. What's up guys, this is the 5th day of the 20K daily steps. So on day 4, I showed up to the gym with my camera to record, and surprisingly enough, my camera was dead. But I promise you guys, I actually walked the 20K steps. And today I must say, I feel really good, I feel really energized, and I know the reason why. So it wasn't just a workout, it was a terrible time management on my part. See, I had zero control over my schedule, so I plugged it up to ChatGPT and wrote down everything I did daily, and ChatGPT pretty much organize everything for me. So I use ChatGPT to plan out when I'm going to go to bed, when I'm going to walk, and schedule out time to focus on my 9 to 5 work. And once I followed that, honestly, everything got easy. And also, I haven't looked at myself in the mirror or checked my weight for the past few days. Not gonna lie, I'm tempted to, but I won't. Just in case I somehow gain weight and freak out. But so far so good, I'm feeling good. So let's lock in and keep this stuff going. Okay guys, this is day 6 and we have one more day left. How am I feeling, you ask? I'm feeling amazing. And why do I feel amazing? So I discovered something from my gym, and a lot of gyms have this by the way, that I should have used to make my walking much more easier in the past few days. So my gym has the dynamic air compression massage that I've seen in a lot of gyms, and I've seen a lot of YouTube videos of people talking about it. So I decided to try it on before my walking session, and I tell you guys, it made so much of a big difference. And my legs felt brand new, and I wish I added this to my routine earlier when I started this adventure, but you live and you learn. So pretty much everything is in alignment right now. I know when to eat, when to work out, and when to walk. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Outside this challenge, I have no life. My whole week has been wake up, walk, work out, eat, do my 9 to 5, sleep, or catch up with working if I have to, and repeat. That's literally been my whole life for the past 6 days now. And I'm loving it. And we're almost there, guys. We have one more day left. Let's finish this. Okay, guys, I went ahead and got my scale. I have it recording on the bottom, as you can see. And first of all, I'm going to try to weigh myself. I'm really nervous about this because I'm thinking in my head, what if doing all of this stuff and nothing happens, you know? So we're going to find out pretty soon. Hold on, let me see if I'm recording this. Awesome. I'm going to step on the scale, see if I lose any weight. Remember, guys, the ideal goal of this experiment is to see if I can lose at least 2 pounds in the next throughout the week. And after testing and see what my scale is, I'm going to take off my shirt and see if there's any visceral changes and go from there. Okay, I'm going to put my phone out and see. All right, ready? Moment of truth. Oh boy. Oh my God. Do you guys see that? Let me get the camera close enough. Oh my God. That's insane. Okay, before I get too excited, I'm gonna assume most of this is water weight. Okay. Let's take off the shirt and see what we're working with. Oh my God. I need to have a map ready. I can absolutely tell there's a huge difference from the last picture I took on day 1. And the thing we need to understand here is I wasn't expecting my stomach to go super flat by day 7. Obviously not, that would be the ridiculous thing that should happen. But I was really hoping to get some kind of clean definition from my... Yeah. It looks like it works. Oh my God. This is good. I'm loving this. this has been a great experiment for me. So yeah, this was a good outcome. Okay, guys, that sums up the video. This has been an entirely challenging week for me. I don't think I've been at anything this intense before, but this was an eye-opener week for sure. One thing I've learned is walking for long periods of time teaches you something most people don't experience. And that is how to sit in your own thoughts. Because yeah, sure, you can text on Instagram or read work emails, but you can only do so much when you have about 11 miles to walk. So it teaches you to stay in your own thoughts a lot. And that was something I would say, other than burning fat or losing a little bit of weight, but that was something I say I learned in this whole entire experience. Now, would I recommend you do it? I'll say sure, yeah, if you want to challenge yourself, if you want to see if your body changes the way mine did. I know mine wasn't really drastic, but I'll say everybody should try this, especially if you're getting into fitness. This is a good way to kind of know what works for you and what don't. And obviously, you should be at a calorie deficit to make this be realistic. If I was eating cheesecake every day, I don't think I would have lost any weight. But do I think it's sustainable? No, I don't think it is. So if you're going to try this, just like I did, you can do it for a very short time. I see how it works for you. And also moving forward, from now on, I'm going to be walking for maybe 30 to 40 minutes after every workout. I love it, so I'm going to keep doing it. I know it works, so I'm just going to keep on the momentum, but not at this much intense that I did in the last few weeks. All right, that's it, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.